The singers you see in today's senior sing-along program are family members who are fully vaccinated. They are unmasked, especially for the benefit of viewers who are hearing impaired. The senior sing-along is intended for use according to COVID-19 protocols for the territory. We look forward to singing together in person with you as soon as we can.
Sing St. John presents the Senior Sing-Along. Let's lift our spirits by singing together. With Winnie, our director, and our singers, Lucia, Gwen, and Bodicea.
Sing St. John welcomes you to our senior sing-along, episode 11. My name is Winnie. I'm here today with Lucia, Gwen, and Bodicea. We are going to lift all our spirits today by singing in harmony together. Today we will learn the harmonies to an old favorite, This Little Light of Mine. This Little Light of Mine is a gospel song of unknown origins. It first appeared in the 1920s, and there are many versions of it in existence today. In 1934, John and Alan Lomax made the first recording of the song at the State Penitentiary in Huntsville, Texas, sung by Jim Boyd. Then Sister Rosetta Tharpe, the godmother of rock and roll, recorded it in 1960. With its simple lyrics and tune, This Little Light of Mine has been known and sung worldwide and handed down from generation to generation, with new verses being developed to suit any given occasion. It reflects the concept that every individual has the ability to make the world a better place by simply letting themselves shine. And of course, before we sing, we must always prepare our voices, our hearts, and our minds to do so. So let's get ready for our warm-up. All right, let's start with posture. Our backs are tall and straight, ready for action. If you're sitting, sit as tall and as straight as you can. Place both feet flat on the floor. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and sitting right on top of that spine. Don't lean, don't slouch, don't pull them up towards your ears, okay? So let's inhale and raise our shoulders up towards our ears and then drop them. Okay, now let's have a nice neck stretch. Take a deep breath. We inhale, exhale, and then very slowly tip your head in the opposite direction of the hand you're holding on to. If you're not holding on to anything, just tilt very gently. It's a very small movement. Keep your shoulders level. You all level, ladies? Take a deep breath here. Breathe in, breathe out. And then slowly bring your head back to center. Good. Now let's do the other side. All right, hold on to your chair with the opposite hand. Take a breath. Exhale and tilt your head in the opposite direction. Breathe here. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then slowly bring your head back to center. Excellent. Now tuck your chin down as if you're trying to put it on your chest. Sometimes this can hurt, so please be gentle with yourself. It's just a little stretch. You're not trying to actually put your chin on your chest. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, now tilt your head back up and keep tilting it higher as if you're looking to the sky or the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then slowly bring your head back to center. Very good. And now we'll massage the muscles of the throat. You start at the jawbone and slowly bring your fingers down towards your collarbone. So from bone to bone, bring your fingers down on the opposite side of your trachea. That's where your air goes in, so you don't want to hurt that one. So just come on down on the sides of your neck. All right. When you inhale, you allow your lungs to fill from the bottom to the top. It's like pouring water into a vase or a water balloon or something. The water starts at the bottom and rises to the top. So that's how we're filling our lungs to sing. Okay? And then when you empty it, again, you use your stomach muscles to push the air from the bottom out. All right? Almost like getting toothpaste out of a tube. All right, that way your chest stays proud, your shoulders straight, your spine erect, and your shoulders are still neutral and resting on top of your spine. All right, come on, let's try that. Take a deep breath with me and allow your belly to pull it in. Now exhale using your stomach muscles to help push the air out. Awesome. Now let's do it again. This time, as we exhale, we'll make the sound sh, 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 sh. Okay? Nice and forceful to help get that air out. Okay? 3 short and 1 long. Are you ready? Here we go. Full breath in. Sh, 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 sh. Good. Now let's do it one more time. A little stronger, okay? Shh, 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 shh. Awesome. Now it's time to warm up our middle voice. Can you make it sound like an ooh? Almost like an owl without the H. Kind of how it sounds when the wind gusts by your window. Ooh, like that, yeah. Okay, when we make this sound, our mouth, the front of our mouth is open in a little O, but our throat is open wide, okay? Ooh. Okay, so now we're going to sing a short scale using that sound, and it's going to sound like this. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's try it. Moving up the scale. Nice and smooth. Like an owl. One more time. Very good. Now let's warm up the low voice, and we'll do that with the word lo. We use the tip of our tongue, and our lips are round, and our eyes are open, and it's going to sound like this. Lo. Okay? Lips rounded. Remember. All right, let's try it, ladies. Going downward. Low. Throat open. Low. Eyes open. Low. One more time. Low. Very good. I've got a bunch of low voice singers with me today. So today's song has a lot of words, and they move quickly. So let's do a little diction exercise. It's called red leather, yellow leather. A little bit of a tongue twister. Repeat after me. Red leather.
Red leather.
Yellow leather.
Yellow leather.
Right. Now let's do it a little faster. Twice in a row, and we'll use our hands to help us remember what we're saying. Okay? So, red leather with your right hand, yellow leather with your left hand. Okay? Are you ready? Mm-hmm. Here we go. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. A little faster now. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. You want to go faster? Again? Okay, let's go. Are you ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. Red leather, yellow leather. One more. Red leather, yellow leather. Yeah! Good job. That's always fun. A lot of fun to practice that. And remember, throughout your day, throughout your week, when you're washing dishes or sitting in traffic at your car, you can do your voice exercises. It helps to keep your mind and your body active, keep the oxygen flowing, and most importantly, it keeps your heart happy. Now, are you ready to have a little fun with This Little Light of Mine?
Yes, we are.
Let's first sing it together all the way through. The melody is being sung by Bodicea. You can sing the melody with her or any of the other parts that are comfortable with you. You can learn all the parts and decide afterwards which one you like the best. But that's the great thing about singing at home. You can do it your way. We're going to really let our lights shine. When we sing, hide it under a bushel. We're going to remember how we used to sing it as children and let our voices ring out. No! Let's show them how it's done, ladies.
Hide it under a bushel. No!
We want our voices to ring out, friends. If you're on St. Croix, we want to hear you over here on St. John and on St. Thomas, and likewise St. Thomas on St. John and St. Croix. Low. Middle. Melody.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 2.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 3.
Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 4.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Repeat.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Oh, what a workout.
Awesome! We did it!
Yes.
Okay, let's learn those harmonies now, starting with the low harmony. We are going to learn the low harmony using verse 1. First, I'll sing a phrase, and then you repeat. I sing, then you repeat. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Good job. Now let's sing it through together with a little bit of the piano in the background for fun. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Okay, it's time to bring back Lucia, Gwen, and Bodicea to join us. We're going to sing through verse 1, and the low harmony will be the loudest for you, but then we'll add the background with the middle harmony and the melody so that you can see how it all sounds together with your voice. Low. Middle. Melody. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Very good. Thank you, ladies, for helping me. Now that we have the low harmony, let's learn the middle harmony. Now we'll learn the middle harmony with Lucia and Gwen. We're going to sing each phrase and then you repeat. We sing, you repeat.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
All right, now let's sing straight through that verse together.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Awesome! Okay, now we'll highlight Lucia and Gwen singing the middle harmony, while Bodicea and I sing our parts. Bodicea will be singing the high melody, and I will sing the low harmony. We'll be in the background so that you can hear the middle harmony better. But first, we'll get our pitches. Low. Middle. Melody.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Great job, Lucia and Gwen. Thank you. So now, middle voices and low voices, you can take a break, or You can sing along and learn a new part if you want to. The melody will be sung by Bodicea. I know it may seem silly to teach the melody for This Little Light of Mine, because we all know it. But it's so well known, and it's been handed down for generations through oral tradition, and it means that everybody, and I mean everybody, knows it the way it has been taught. But there are many variations, and some of those might not match our harmonies today. So we're going to teach you the melody our way, using verse 1.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Okay, did you find anything different from the way you learned it? Okay, that's fine. Now let's sing the whole verse straight through with the piano.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Yeah.
Yay! Oh, this is it, everybody. We're going to put it all together now. Lucia and Gwen will be joining us, and we'll sing the whole song through together, and all the parts singing full harmony. So we sing 3 verses and come back around to repeat the first verse again. This little light of mine, everywhere I go, hide it under a bushel. No. You know what? I think we should practice that no again. Everybody ready? Hide it under a bushel.
No.
That's excellent. And you know, I think I heard you too, Frederickstead. I did. Well, we're ready now. So let's get our notes. Low. Middle. Melody.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 2.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 3.
Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Hide it under a bushel, no, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Verse 4.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let
Thank you for joining our senior sing-along. Keep your light shining out there, everyone. Your light does matter. One day, perhaps we'll sing together at the gate at the airport, even on a plane. But until then,
Keep singing! Good night to you all, and sweet be thy sleep. May angels around you their silent watch keep. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night to you all, and sweet be thy sleep. May angels around you their silent watch keep. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night to you all, and sweet be thy sleep. May angels around you their silent watch keep. Good night to you all, and silent watch keep. Good night to you all, their sweet be thy sleep. May angels around you their silent watch keep. Good night to you all, their silent watch keep. Good night to you all, and sweet be thy sleep. May angels around you their silent watch keep. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Good night, everyone.
now, are you ready to have fun with this little light of mine?
Yes, we are.
First, let's sing it all the way. Trigger finger. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, where the hands.
We messed up.
The hands.
No connotation.
What am I?
Laying on the floor.
I'm a gogolo.